Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does.
Yep.
Then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh. No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had they had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
so you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
Talked about it.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about this
I'm still out of
for
shape.
years,
I can't
man.
fight anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old
down.
right
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him, I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of the next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough, and that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers, that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like, Junior Dos Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And, however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fun. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
That was weird. Okay, that's strange. X kind of threw me off. Tim is dead. Welcome to Weekend at Timmy's. Verbo Plata live for you, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch Twitter, actually, X. I decided to experiment with that today.
I'm against it, by the way, but not enough to keep you from doing it. So just note my protest, and that's it.
Never. I will not note. I will do what regular politicians do: not note your protest and keep doing whatever the hell my constituents say I should do. My constituents say.
Ooh, that was good. I needed that laugh.
I
needed that laugh.
I couldn't do that with a straight face.
They are running from town hall meetings. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
They're just not showing up.
It's been happening a lot.
Not at all what is supposed to happen. That's a complete.
Well, they're afraid, man. They're afraid of the people for the first time ever, and they should be.
Ever? I mean, well, you know what? Yeah.
If you think about it, politicians.
This is 2 months in, man. I mean, give us a couple years and see what the hell's going to happen. Like, you're going to see a kind of revolt from people that you've never seen really get that involved in anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying the guns are coming out or anything like that, but I'm just talking about people who are going to let their voices be heard. Who usually don't bother because shit's getting weird.
No, I agree with you.
Our county health department just got their grant rescinded.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, why did people vote for this? They didn't really, but
well, here's the thing: they're going to allocate everything the proper way, check it for fraud, remove the people, and then give it.
I will believe it when I see it. When they get the money, I will be like, okay, well, at least now they have the money. But all I know is now they don't have the money. So,
well, they'll be fine. It'll take a couple days. They'll run it through an AI, and it'll be good. I guarantee you that'll be. I know you. I hope you're right. First thought process as a liberal man in his 30s is to freak the fuck out and think that the world is burning.
You thinking that all this is going to be fine is insane. I mean, I hope you're right, but it's not. There's no.
Sorry, I've been right on a lot of things politically recently.
No, you haven't. You haven't been right on one thing ever. One thing ever. Have you ever been right on? You've never been right. I called
Trump being elected again. I kept talking about how shitty the Biden administration was and how
he was wrong. No, you weren't. The economy was killing it.
It was not killing it.
Yes,
sorry.
It was. It's every economist. Economist. What you not people who just why do you think economists don't know what they're doing? Why do you think that?
Because economists can always be corrupted. That's the problem.
If you don't like something, you just say it's corrupt. That's all you do, man. All right, that's enough of this.
No, I will not. I will not take that advice. Because again, here's the liberal guy throwing the hardcore shit.
That's fine, Ray. If you want to keep spouting nonsense, that's fine. You're allowed. I'm not going to let you bother me. I've been doing it for 4 years. Just nonsense. The craziest thing is you actually believe it. I feel bad for you. I really do.
Because I see my paycheck every single fucking month, son. I'm sorry. I can't afford food at times, and prices have gone up because of energy excesses being cut completely by a shitty liberal government in the last administration. And to me, you look at it and you go, it's not that bad right now. Actually, I don't feel like I'm completely losing my fucking shit every day because there's nothing on fire anymore too.
You think that, but hopefully, you know what? I hope you're right, but you're not. But I hope you are, but you're not.
I mean, you can think I'm not right all you want. It's perfectly fine.
Although when you're proven wrong, you won't admit it either. That's gonna be the problem.
No, I would be proven right. I would say I'm proven wrong on stuff. When it comes to politics, yes, but I've been right pretty much a lot lately, and most of it's just me chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's actually been kind of nice. The only thing I'm kind of tired of is the fucking Signal Gate thing. That's the thing I'm really tired about because that's a nothing burger.
That's why I have to defend you to so many people.
Well, that's fine, and they have the same freak out you do, and I don't get it.
And you're vastly outnumbered. But at least know both of us.
I stand at the Alamo by myself. I don't care. And guess what then I do? I look them in the face and say, hey, buddy, how are you? Why? Because they're my friends. But they have some fucking weird thing where they just, oh, I can't do this anymore. Fuck you.
Well, there is a line, and you have been crossing it for a lot of people. Luckily, you haven't crossed mine yet, but I don't know where mine is. One day, I think I'm going to find out, unfortunately. I hope not. But I think I probably will.
We're not for sale, dum-dums. You will have to use your military force if you want Canada.
No. Listen, you've been to 51 First State for years. You're just pretending like they're not.
Yeah, Quebec's the only thing foreign about you. Go fuck yourself.
You're America light. You have been for 100 years.
You're Minnesota's hat. I don't want to hear about it.
Fucking Diet USA.
Diet USA. Now with aspartame.
See, yeah. Both for my house grades are gone because of Trump. I can, yeah, Johnny, I know. Ray will tell you wait 15 minutes and everything will be fine, but I don't think it's coming back, buddy.
Never know, homie. Never know.
Johnny, your new name is Johnny Torpedoes, by the way.
Yeah, we need to. I know you said you'd.
I'm not ready for it. Let's talk about something light first. That's not how I wanted to start the show, and I've been having fucking heart issues. So I can't do this anymore, Ray.
How are you feeling?
We got not great. I haven't been feeling good since Thursday, so we can't do this. Talk about something else. I don't know. Is there like, you know what? Play a bunny video or something about like dogs and cats being friends. Can you play that or something? Can you just do that? Just play. Just show me baby pandas. Just show me pictures of baby pandas for about 10 minutes.
Baby pandas. All right. You video.
Rick Allen, I'm with you, man.
What's he saying?
I'm with you. I'm just joking about the whole Canada, but nowhere near as gun obsessed. That's why you got all those wild animals running around, all right? You're not fucking hunting them.
We'll accept you guys if you give us your best poutine chefs. Like, we want those people because ours down here sucks. Like, I've had poutine in America, not good.
That should be the tariffs, right? Poutine chefs.
Oh, look who's here! Deciding to show up on the show. I see. We go on X and he shows up all of a sudden. You have children, Pulse. You have children. You can't be running in these streets.
All right, one second, y'all. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We don't want to be accepted by you though, dummy. I like that. That's funny to me. But I'm on your side here, buddy. I think we need to leave you the fuck alone. But that's just me.
I'm for like not annexing Canada, but I'm also kind of for it. Just on a few levels. One, we get the best hockey teams twice because now we have two Olympic teams.
Well, we already have. I mean, the best teams play in America. I mean, you know, the Canadian teams haven't won a Stanley Cup in a very, very, very long time.
Nope.
So
I'm bringing this up for us.
Yes, please play this and just go full screen and everybody. Let's just enjoy the pandas. Take a break. I feel like I need to get a drink, even though I was planning on not drinking, but that lasted 13 minutes, not even.
Aw. It's enough.
No, it's never enough, dude. We need a good 15 minutes of panda, then we can start back the show.
Looking for it to look again.
This is our version of Moment of Zen. just watch the pandas. Watch the pandas.
Hello.
Aw.
It's me.
Is that an Adele fat joke?
It was. He's trying to escape that little ninja. Look at him. The Chinese bandit with those black eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Eat your ass.
Eat your ass, all right? I'll do it.
I feel like is this NS? What is it called? NSFW for YouTube? Is this?
I think it's animals, so it's okay.
That makes it worse. That's like bestiality or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just the mating call of the panda. You don't know the butt sniff pulse. That's how the panda finds out if they want to mate for the next 50 years. And usually it's no.
What if?
I'm fine, Johnny. Thank you for asking. But I gotta say, I quit vaping. I told y'all I am nicking hard. I'm chewing the shit out of these things, man. I'm just.
Yeah, you got to kind of go into it and dedicate yourself or buy a views. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, God.
Listen, I'm not addicted to that shit. I'm addicted to other things like trans fats and alcohol. Trans women. You know, it is what it is.
Transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Sure.
Seriously, Tim?
Transplants and automobiles. Which one? Trans fats, yes.
No, I mean,
a lot of his women are out of town. You can say, or from out of town. You can say they're transplants.
Yes. No, Pulse. You should know enough that the resident trans fucker is not me.
Yeah.
No,
who do you think, Pulse? Who do you think has had Lady Boy in their life?
Oh my gosh, I almost don't want to know.
Who here would take anything if they haven't gotten any in a minute? And who here doesn't care?
Here's the thing. Our friendship is legit, but we don't have to discuss everything. Like we've
talked about this before.
Some things are better left unsaid.
This just came up before.
I just gotta say this: a woman quotation entered my store wearing a sundress and a full beard, and
was she pretty?
When she came in, I said yes.
They.
And yes, she was like, "Ma'am." I was like, "Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, okay,
you work
ma'am."
at GameStop? I didn't know you worked at GameStop.
I work at a liquor store, and
just call everybody fam.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Oh, there's so many pronouns nowadays. I don't know what. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Well, here's the thing: you don't have to call everybody sir or ma'am. You know, you're not automatically rude if you don't do that. So, but you are it is rude if you. I mean, people do it by accident, but you know, some people don't do it by accident. So you you don't have to use sir or ma'am. Just like, you know, friend.
Well, I was told that, you know, once you grow out of adolescence, when you become a young adult, calling each other bro and fam is like you kind of got to grow out of that. But like,
I do it. I call everybody fam and bro. I call everybody bro and fam, including my bros and fam.
It's wild because it's like I wasn't trying to offend. But at the same time, I'm not trying to please everybody. It's like, but I know she'll be like, because I feel like if I offended her, whatever, too much, she'll be like, you know what? I'll take my business elsewhere, and then that won't reflect good on me. So
yeah, or they come back with friends and cameras. You don't want that either.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need to get canceled, man. Do they still cancel people?
Yes.
Not anymore.
I mean, it's not the same, but yes.
It's like the Wild West, man.
It is. I'll take it though.
Oh, I was typing earlier. Y'all heard about these tariffs?
I can't even, dude. I gotta go get a drink.
I'm bringing the pandas back, Tim. I'm bringing the pandas back. It's okay.
Dude, I might not be back. Gosh darn it. It's hurting. You guys are literally trying to kill me.
All right, well, go get your drink. We'll watch pandas. Go watch pandas on your phone, Tim. You're having a panic attack. Yeah, so good times. Tim is taking his pulse, no pun intended, right now. He's been worked up and having some issues as of late, so making sure he's going through proper channels of health. We love Tim. We love him so much. We are on, by the way, we are on X now. Facebook, YouTube, and X. So we've hit the big 3 finally. I got our channel or our page on Twitch or Twitter verified. Spent the $11 to go and do that. So make sure to. Not yet. I'm waiting for calls, Pulse. I'm waiting for calls. Once they announce that you can take phone calls on Rumble, that's when and they've been dangling that carrot for like a year and a half now. That'll be where we go to after this, but we'll still stream to X and YouTube and Facebook, but from Rumble. That'll be what I really want to do, even though Tim again isn't a fan. I mean, if they're offering multi-stream with phone calls, we can finally do that. So, how's your aunt, by the way?
Well, she's in perfect peace now.
Yes. Yeah. How is that whole thing going for you?
Well, you know how it is, man. It was get a little bit older, people you love leave, and that type of thing happens.
How old was she?
I'm 60-ish something.
Ooh, that's
so kind of young for
Yeah, kind of young there.
But yeah, man, we just keep pushing, keep it going, man. I realized something. I gotta say. So in my life, right?
Yeah, bro.
I'm sure you could probably relate to this. I've been lied to, stolen from, backstabbed, and betrayed by people I thought were friends.
Yup.
Yeah.
Tim not included, by the way. We're excluding Tim.
You guys are the truth. I still appreciate you guys allowing me on.
Hey, man, we're always, we need somebody that's got a bouncer between you and I, or me and Tim, really.
Right. No, but here's the thing. I figured this. Survival is like life of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? It's like life is survival of the fittest. I mean, my words mixed up. Life is survival of the fittest. I don't even mean physically. I mean mentally fit. So I feel like, because I've been through the gambit of these videos on YouTube. I've been through the gambit of emotions. How sometimes you feel like the world is against you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And everything you do doesn't work or whatever. But I gotta say this. The guy Dan Martell, he said one thing. He said people gotta focus, not focus as in pay attention, but focus as an acronym, FOCUS. Fixate on one construct until successful. So I will not stop until I make it streaming. Both my channel and this channel, and I'm never gonna give up. And that's it.
I dig it. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been more active on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, trying to get people. We've gotten some people that actually, have started following us, which is fucking awesome. Like I said, we're also live there too, so it's. I'm hoping we can actually get shit going and get shit going in the proper direction in 2025. I mean, we're already at 104. I think like 100. And let me take a look here. How many do we have so far? I was gonna say 140 subscribers, but that's not true. We're at 421. I mean, that's all I want is to get by like July to get everything going with that. Hi, Tim. How are you?
No, but you know what? I gotta say, it's like in society, everybody is on edge because of the job market sucking, depending on where you live and everything. And plus in Texas, like I've told you before, everybody in here is packing, right? So I had a mind today. I was gonna play an April Fool's joke on somebody, but then I thought against it. I'm like, you know what? It's
not
probably
the year.
best I don't, because somebody might take that the wrong way. It might take your boy out of here. So
I don't think it's a good year to do it.
It hasn't been a good year for the past 5.
But I hate April
pandemic.
Fool's Day. I hate April Fool's Day. I think it's the most hack shit. I fucking hate it. It drives me fucking nuts.
I agree with you.
Because it's hack. That's why.
Yeah.
But I did see an article today. It was clearly April Fool's joke, but it was funny. And it was an article that said Frontier Airlines announced new what is it called? Vertical class. Standing room only customers plane tickets.
They might do that though very soon. Like,
that's why it was great because I'm like I could see them doing that though.
yeah.
Are you serious? Isn't that like unsafe? What if you have turbulence? People are going flying everywhere.
I mean, currently that's illegal, but I mean, if we don't have a TSA, it's not going to matter.
No, but it's like I forget the comedian who said it, but he said it. I said it before. He said flying Southwest is cheap. It's like a city bus in the sky, and
yeah,
on a city bus you can stand on there.
Fucker hasn't flown Spirit yet.
No, or Frontier, dude. I take either of those before Frontier.
Yeah.
Wait. Is Frontier cheaper than Southwest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By a good bit.
Y'all make it sound like Soul Plane.
As a
like bum fights.
As a friend of mine once called Spirit Airlines the Baptist Church Pancake Social on wings. That's what.
So it's the Travelodge of airplane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would rather stay at the Travelodge in Vegas than go on a Frontier flight, but it's cheap. It's cheap.
And it's one of the few that fly direct to Vegas. So.
And I'm hoping this week, man, I'm hoping shit goes for like they announce it, man. I really do.
Ray, when Frontier says we'll do it in May, I probably think they're going to do it in May. I mean, I know that's not how your brain works logically, but when they say we'll do it, you'll get your September dates in May. When I hear that from the airline, it probably means May. I mean, it's not impossible. They might do it early, but I wouldn't hold my breath until next month.
Yeah. Because I booked my thing in like late April. I want to say like mid-April last year. So we shall see. We shall see what they do, Tim Danko. We wait on them. By the way, I'm gonna have a new segment here on the show. Anytime. Well, we can do pondering pandas, and we have like a 10-minute interlude of pandas.
They'll call it Panda Attack.
It's a panda attack.
Panic pandas.
But I want to
anxiety. Yeah, pandaziety. No, whatever. Keep going.
Pandemonium.
No, don't like that. No, doesn't make sense. No.
Pandaziety doesn't make sense. Panda anxiety.
I know. I was sounding it out in my head, and I'm like, no, it doesn't work.
But anyway, I want to call this segment "Kiss from a Raul Rosas Jr." Anytime that boy fights, that's what I'm going to call this because I'm about to lap his balls for being an amazing.
That good.
I mean,
fight.
He was getting.
He won, but it was close. The way you're talking is like he just kicked the dude's ass. He didn't kick the dude's ass. He won.
I was more impressed with, and I'm gonna. Pulse is making a lot of noise. But watching him defend every submission, including a Peruvian necktie, seamlessly.
If he was really good, Ray, he wouldn't be in that position to begin with. Duh. Duh.
You're
Stay on
cute.
Your feet. Stay on your feet, bro. Stay on your feet.
Mm.
I mean, listen, I'm impressed by him for a 20-year-old, but I think he'll be maybe he'll be a title contender or a top 5 in like 5-6 years, maybe more.
I mean, I think he's going to be at least a top 10 guy by the end of the year.
Dude,
he didn't really take that much damage this fight. Think about that.
Anyone who sniffed the top 10 though, he's got to fight those guys first, and they're not giving him those guys for a while. He's not going to get those guys for a minute. So
you never know, dude. They could give him.
I know. Listen, you could be right, but I don't. It's another one. I don't think you're right, and this is fun. This is sports. That it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I think you're wrong.
I mean, it's not my NCAA bracket. I mean, what?
You know what? What needed to happen for me to stop doing that challenge is you to win one. So once you do it and name the episode something that pisses me off, then we're done doing the challenge.
I'm calling it Gathering of the Brogalos. That's
That's funny, actually. Hey, wait, did you make
Gathering of the Brogalos? And
did you make an X page for our new fan club? You guys want to join the new fan club? The Ray, you say it. I don't want to say it.
The Brogalos?
No. The Branch Brovidians.
Oh, the Branch Brovidians. We have our own David Koresh right over here. Enough
really? You're the one who's wearing his fucking glasses. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but you have the hair and the goatee to go along with it. So
yeah, but who's most likely to try to fuck everybody's wife? You.
Oh, I'm not saying Jim Jones over here isn't fucking, doing his thing.
This is one of those with our powers combined.
We create a cult.
Right. Anyway, Ray wanted me to give him a name for the fan group, which I thought was silly and pointless. I still do. So I gave him only bad names.
Are we not on X right now? Hold on.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
We have 2 people watching on X so far, but I can't find our thing. I was able to find it earlier. What? Now I'm confused.
We got kicked off because we didn't start our show with
there we are.
Oh, Tesla. Oh, Elon. Oh, we're not worthy. We didn't start the show with that, so they kicked us off.
No, I was making sure. I was trying to check on our X live stream because I just want to make sure this thing actually works. We have people watching, so thank you guys for finding us and appreciate it, and hopefully give us a follow.
Apologize because this is awful. And I may die this show. Who knows, man? Actually, that would be for good entertainment, probably. Hope that's gas.
Paul's would have to quit his job because that'd make him like the second mic on the show.
They can do it for the liquor store. Fuck it.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, that was my idea, was Gathering of the Brogalos, and you and I as the Jekyll brothers. Like our faces on the thing. I was gonna have Grok do it because I'm gonna tell you, dude, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with fucking Grok, man.
Every comic in Northeast Ohio knew you would eventually be obsessed with AI.
Well, no, we had that conversation, man. Don't
stop talking to you.
Don't do that. Don't accuse me of something I refuse to do.
No, I'll be able to tell if you have.
Like, yeah, no. Our descriptions.
I believe.
I use it for the show. That's it. I don't use it for anything else
either. What do you need to do for the show?
Descriptions.
You can't write a description.
Not that catches the eye. I suck at it.
No one reads those anyway.
But they catch the algorithm, Tim. Like that's the computer knows the algorithm, so I'm using that.
Whatever, man. I don't care.
I'm not gonna write jokes on it though. I know comics that have.
I believe you.
I know comics that have used like ChatGPT to write jokes, and I look at them differently. Like to me, that's a low point. Like honestly, if we're gonna talk as comedians right now on this show, if anybody uses AI,
eventually so many people are going to, and there's going to be people who are rich and famous who never write their own jokes. It's going to happen.
Tim, I would rather be poor and drunk at a bar in fucking
That's the
Tremont.
correct answer. But you know what's going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to use fucking AI to write goddamn jokes.
I believe you. I was just giving you shit, but I believe
I
you.
get you, but I want to establish that because to me, that's sort of a serious thing. Although, speaking of hacks and joke thieves, I did see an April Fool's thing today that got me to search to make sure it was real or not. And that was Carlos Mencia being on Joe Rogan Experience.
That'd be amazing.
I was like, no fucking way he would do this on April Fools. No way, dog. Any serious podcast, us included, you don't do fucking April Fool's pranks. Like, fuck that.
Ray, you wanted to do one.
You were gonna be late, so I ditched it.
I know, but yesterday you told me you wanted to do it.
I did. The only podcast I actually watched that had an April Fool's thing was goddamn Dave Rubin. Like he had a guy speaking Chinese, like Mandarin, acting like him, and then had like a hard cut to be like, all right, it's me, everybody. I'm Dave Rubin, and I'm conservative and gay.
Of course you watch that.
I like Rubin. He's fun.
It makes sense that you watch that. Anyway,
his comedy isn't good. I will say that.
I mean,
his comedy is not good.
You could have told everyone I died.
No, I don't want an O&A Mayor Menino situation.
It's a little dark, so I wouldn't go with that either. But
yeah, that never even crossed my mind. I love you too much. You're like the older brother I needed.
Not that much older than you. Oh,
still, the one is like, fuck you. I think you just have gas. You should take like some Gas X or something.
So I hope that's what it is. But at this point, I mean, I know the difference, and there's more than one thing happening.
What else is happening?
I mean, number one, there is gas happening, but I don't think that's the only thing happening. The issue with my blood pressure has been strange. My blood pressure has really been fine for a while now. So the fact that I'll get, like, when I feel like crap, I all of a sudden have this giant spike in blood pressure makes me nervous. Also, I'll get these
an anxiety attack too. I've had those.
You don't gonna let me talk? You wonder how?
Sorry.
None of this started happening until I started doing this show. You notice that? It is true. Now I forget what I was gonna say. Now you interrupted me, and now everything's fucked.
Besides the gas.
Oh yeah, I'm having these like. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but there'll be times where I just can't stop peeing. It doesn't matter how much I drink. Everything just pee. And then I'll be fine for a while. Then later, just pee. And it's very strange. It's very strange.
I've been there.
And it's very weird. I've had a couple times before that it's happened a little bit, but it's happening pretty consistently now. It's kind of strange.
Well, I mean,
and I'm in so much pain. And well, the thing that really scared me is that I ate a hot dog on Saturday, and I thought it was the end. Like it fucked me up so bad. I'm like, this should not. I mean, I know the hot dogs aren't great, but I should be able to eat it without feeling like I'm about to die. And it ruined my whole day. So I can't eat hot dogs anymore now. I guess I got groceries. I got just lunch meat, chicken, and salad. That's all I got.
Okay,
lunch meat isn't perfect, but it's not hot. And I didn't eat anything fried. Like I went to Arby's and just got a turkey sandwich because I'm afraid. Well, this is what stops me. The only way I stop eating like that is if I'm literally afraid it's gonna kill me. And this is what's happening. I'm literally afraid because of how bad I felt after that hot dog. I also had a hot dog on Thursday. I just didn't put them together.
Full disclosure, I did have Sheetz hot dogs today.
Well, you can eat hot dogs apparently. If I did, I would die apparently. So I don't.
Because you're 750 right now. I mean, you're a big boy.
It's wrong. Yeah, but I shouldn't. That shouldn't happen, right? Listen, and also, I wonder what's wrong with me. People saying you're fat. I mean, that's not a diagnosis, right? Like the fatness will cause
it's
something
the fact
else
that you're not.
Let me fucking talk, dude.
Sorry.
Please. I'm sorry, but come on, man.
It's okay.
Let me finish.
I get you. It's not the fact that you're fat.
It's also that I always forget once you do that, I forget what my train of thought. I lose my train of thought and I forget. So that's another reason I don't want to be. All right. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, it's the fatness. It causes something that has a legitimate diagnosis, and I need to know what the legitimate diagnosis is. It's not just you're fat, right? It's something else, and I need to know what that is, and we haven't figured it out yet. But if every time I eat something like that, I feel like I'm gonna die, then I'm not gonna eat it because I don't want to feel like I'm gonna die. So, and that really it's only the only way I would really stop. Yeah. So, whatever it takes, I guess. But either way, there's something going on. And I need to figure out what it is. My echocardiogram isn't until April something. No, May 18th or some shit. And I also have an appointment with my gastro doctor. That's like the week before that. So hopefully by the end of May, I know what's going on. This isn't the first time stuff like this has happened, though. A few years ago, I had the same thing going on, kind of. But Thursday was the worst one I've ever had, and that's why I went to the hospital. But they
yeah, you texted me saying you were going to the ER, and I was like, God damn it, Tim.
Yeah, because after I left the show on Thursday, things just kept getting worse, and it got so bad that I'm like, I am dying. I gotta go. And I had my mom take me, and I couldn't even drive there. And then I was there for like 4.5 hours, but they brought me in quick and gave me the EKG, and they cleared me there quick. And then I was only in a bed for like half an hour because they already did all the tests by then. But but once that happened, I started feeling a little bit better, knowing I wasn't dying. I mean, also the shortness of breath, and I know, and again, you'd be like, well, you're fat, of course, the shortness, but the thing about the shortness of breath isn't consistent, right? Like some days I'm completely fine, other days I can barely get through sentences. So that's what's weird about it, right? If it was bad all the time, I'd be like, well, this is just me being out of shape. And of course that is a factor, but the fact that it's inconsistent makes me think it's something more than just that. So hopefully we figure it out. I don't know. I had a pretty not great weekend. I'm feeling pretty gross. One of the reasons I didn't go to Pennsylvania, I was supposed to be in Pennsylvania right now. However, I probably would have went, but I have issues with my car too.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I'm sorry I yelled at you, Ray. It's just
no, you're fine. No, I was gonna say, what's wrong with your car?
I know. I'm just
Tim, what I've done, if I get mad at you for what you just did, I'd be an asshole. I know.
And all I really did was tell you not to interrupt me.
That's again, I'd be an asshole if I didn't fucking.
And the only problem I had with it is that I went a little too hard with it. That's all.
I love you, Tim.
I just didn't need to scream it. See, I'm a nice guy, everybody. In theory.
Of a dead man. Hey,
this guy. Anyway,
that's my Mark Norman theory of a dead man. Hey.
The car. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I'm driving down the road and I'll do a weird like voomba voomba shift thing, and then like my traction light will come on, another weird light I've never seen before. Like lights that shouldn't be coming on. And I stalled a couple times too. I stalled at a stop sign, and I stalled in a parking lot.
You need to not drive that car from the sounds of it.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not in Pennsylvania right now. But I'm glad. The last 3 times I drove, I had no problem at all. I don't know. Today I think it's a computer issue. So, we unplugged the battery for a while and plugged it back in. And now I'm just going to drive it around and see if any of that happens again. And if none of it happens, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's okay now. I don't know. I mean, it stalled first time it stalled was here, but I still drove it to Columbiana and it stalled again in Columbiana, but I drove it home fine. Every time any of this happens, I turn it off, I turn it back on, it's fine. So that's why I've been driving it, because any of that
you need to get that checked out.
I go, vroom, vroom, vroom. Dude, I'm not paying money, dude.
Dude, you need dude.
Well, here's the thing, Raymond. The first thing I tried was to unhook the battery and plug it back in, right? The same thing you would do if your computer was messed up or your phone. The first thing you would do is turn it off and turn it back on again, right? So it's the first thing I'm trying, and I'm going to give that a while. But if it keeps happening, then yeah, I'm going to take it in. But this is step 1.
I like it. It's again, if you don't want to spend the money right now, that's fine. I get it.
No, but if it keeps happening,
I'm just worried about your safety on the road. That's it.
Yeah.
as a man who's had a few accidents in his life. Nothing fatal, luckily.
But I mean, it better not be anything serious, dude. I have 19,000 miles on that car.
Well, never know. Might have bought a lemon. Something got fucked up in it.
Well, it's under warranty for a while, so I'd be getting a new one. But
I like it.
You know, I'll have to take it to a Kia dealer because it's under warranty. But I'm not going to do that unless this keeps happening. You know, and like I said, just today we did that with the battery, so we're going to give that a go first.
I gotta get a tire sensor fucking checked out for what
I'm always on. Does it always say it's flat?
Yeah, well, it's like low tire pressure. I freaked out because I thought it was like engine heat and shit. Because it looked like something like that.
But the light, you don't know that light. You don't know the light.
I didn't know what dashboard things meant until I read the manual, Tim.
Yeah, but that's like, one that's been on every one of your cars you've ever had in your entire life. That's like a very...
I know.
I'm not a car guy at all, but I fucking know that one.
But it actually, one night I was so high, I actually had to like look at my fucking manual for like 20 minutes to see. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, thank God it's just this. All right. Yeah, I filled my tires and shit. So I probably have a slow leak.
I had to look the traction light up. I didn't know what that was. Because why would this be coming on? It's not snowing. Why would this be coming on? So.
I've never had except for my work truck, but I'm probably gonna get that taken care of soon. By the way, you want some good news, Tim, from me?
Yes, please.
Your boy in the state of Ohio is allowed to trap wildlife. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, I got my trapper's license. I will tell you off air what the passing grade is. I'm not gonna reveal state secrets.
It doesn't matter. You passed.
I did. I passed. I got my cert for that, and ran into a raccoon or a skunk today.
Great.
That was fun.
One.
I haven't had a skunk in a while, and it was in a trap that's been for a little bit. Not long, it looked like, but yeah. So that buddy just he got taken away, put upstate, at a farm with other skunks.
Now that you're allowed to legally trap wild animals, just wait for the day where I give you a call in the middle of the night when I'm like, Ray, I made a mistake. Ray, I brought her home and she went rogue. Ray, she's loose in the house.
We need a foot catching snare trap.
She's loose in the house. She won't stop. Going to the cupboards.
Quick, give me a bottle of Ciroc and a rocks glass and a piece of wire.
She's in my pills, Ray.
Okay, oxys. I don't care, Tim. We need something as bait.
That's a good option, though. That's good. I'm good.
That would make a great sketch, wouldn't it? A fucking pest control guy, like a wildlife guy, but for like women who won't leave.
Great, we'll get canceled with that first sketch.
Or guys who won't leave.
Or guys,
women as well. We could do that. I'd be fine with that.
Dude, just like on the couch eating Doritos, watching sports. He has like a pile of urinals next to him that are filled up.
Kids, do you have this problem?
Ray's trying to sneak up on him, and the guy's just like eating Doritos, and then he don't stop. Like,
with our patented net technology, we can get those pesky bastards out of your house. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out service. Buy Rent-A-Kill.
It's just like it's a woman. She's just naked, sprinting through the house.
Yeah.
Just grabbing shit.
I had a cell phone calling a fucking wildlife guy. She won't leave. All right, I'll be there with a snare trap.
Mhm.
Do you have oxys, sir?
Not anymore.
All right, what do you have? Do you have Vicodin? What do you have hidden in the wall? Do you have anything? You have a drop ceiling that you hide stuff in? I need bait, man. I need bait.
She'll find that. And she's like,
She sniffs it out like a dog. She goes, perks. Why does your apartment smell like Percocet? She just has heightened drug senses. I know you have it here, Tim. I know you have it.
like you're like, I had 3 Vicodin when I had a dental thing 8 years ago. You talking about like? Can you smell that? It's here.
I feel them, Tim. I feel them. They're in the walls. She's put her hands on a fucking wood paneling. That would actually be that'd be a great visual. Oh, it's fun.
What would you do if someone said, "Dude, there's something under my porch"? You don't know what it is, right? You go there and it's just a rabid dude, just some like naked dude who's all fucked up and he's just hiding under the porch and he won't come out. Hissing at people.
God damn it, Terry! This again. Keep finding you here.
Do you call the cops or do you do the job you're called for?
Well, it would technically be illegal because it's gas. I have to gas him.
What if he was wearing a raccoon suit?
Even then, if he looked like a tanuki, it doesn't matter. I'd have to fucking unless it's like I think gray fox. Squirrels, I think I can let go on sight.
What if it's a little girl who was raised in the woods, like a Nell situation?
Well, then I have CPS to deal with that Daytona, Tim.
Yeah, but she was raised in the woods. You can't call CPS on wolves, Ray.
Well, there'd be questions. How did she get in the cage? Where did she find this cage? A guy saying he found a 12-year-old in the fucking woods. People would have questions.
I'm saying they don't know it's a 12-year-old girl, all right? What they know is that there's something under the porch.
It doesn't matter. She shows up and all of a sudden it's like, how did she get here? Is she yours? No.
That would
hopefully
suck.
The Adderall killed my sperm cells.
That would suck if somebody found a rogue nature girl under.
Yeah,
like they would blame you. Like, I did nothing, man. All I did was call the pest control guy.
Talk to Orkin. They're the ones that found the bitch.
I didn't know fucking George of the jungle was under my porch.
She called herself Rat and Coon was the last name. It's weird. Oh my god.
I really need anxiety meds, man. I've been
yes,
really
you do.
rough without them, but you know what? They don't give them to people here because we're all drug addicts in T County. So
yeah, that's why I have to go to Canton where there's more drug addicts.
Yeah, there's more there than there. Maybe not per capita, but
not per capita. I think T County's got that locked.
You say it's probably not more per capita, but.
Oh man, like I said, fucking T County bitches can smell fucking thing through lead.
Probably, I smell it on you. I haven't taken Vicodin in like 6 years.
Smell it. I miss the smell of oxycodone. I haven't taken that since my knee injury. I don't know what you're talking about.
What was your knee injury? 2008.
Oh man. Good times, man. I needed that today. Today was fucking weird. Today was just wild. Straight up. I know you've had your thing, but like I woke up late.
Yeah.
Fucking treated bed bugs that weren't bed bugs. So I just sprayed the floorboards.
That's funny. That reminds me of a story.
Yes, sir.
So stayed. My niece had a tournament in Columbiana, which is middle of nowhere. The facility is fantastic. It's like in between, there's like two fields of nothing, but this giant like facility that's awesome. They have digital Top Golf in there too, and they had a full like, softball field. They had basketball courts, volleyball courts. They had a full gym. This place was awesome. A lot of money spent on this thing. It's called Athletics with an X. It's in Columbiana. It's a great facility. Anyway, tournament was there. We got a hotel like 10 minutes from there in a town called North Lima. We get to the hotel, Holiday Inn, and me and my mother and my niece were staying up there. And my mom like takes the iron out and puts it on the bed to try to get the bed bugs to come out. Nothing. But then I look at my bed and I just see this tiny black bug just bolt across my comforter, and it's like, son of a bitch. So Ava caught it. My niece caught it in a bag, and we went back down to the lobby. And I'm like, dude, I'm not 100% sure this is a bed bug. I think it is.
Did it have spots on it?
It was really small. I don't know.
Because you kind of have to. Because I've been in that situation, and I don't know if Dark Matter is watching or whatever. Dark Matter, comment if you get to this point in the video. I'd like your opinion on this, and I don't know if Australia has these, but there is a bug.
Yeah.
I deal with it in my fucking room a lot because my room gets a lot of sunlight. And it's called carpet beetles, and they look almost like from afar. If you see one on your bed or something, you look at it and you're like, ah! And you look at it close enough, like put it up where you can see it. There's like spots on it, and it's white. So that's how you know the difference between a carpet beetle and a bed bug. But did you get it? Did you get a new room and a discount, or did you leave like a good human being?
No, all I asked was for a new room.
Okay. Did you check that room? I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fine, and honestly, it's possible that wasn't. I mean, the guy took the bug. He's like, I'm not 100%. He's like, these mattresses are like. He's like, we all got all new mattresses a month ago. I'm like, it takes only one person though, bro. Like,
yeah.
He's like, well, he was nice about it. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I just want a new room, dude. I'm not complaining. Even if it isn't, I'm like, there was a bug crawling on it as soon as I got there. Just give me a different room, and that ended up being fine. So
yeah. I mean,
I didn't make a fuss at all. I actually there was no one in the lobby, but like I whispered him, like, dude, I think we found this bed bug, dude. I still want to fuck with it. Because I would have been paranoid the whole time too. Even if it wasn't a bed bug, I just would have been thinking about it the whole time.
And you were right for that.
Psychosomatic itching, it would have been a whole thing, and I wouldn't been able to sleep at all. So he just gave me a new room, and it was fine. I didn't ask for a discount or anything.
Thank God I do what I do, and I'm able to like look at like the carpet beetle thing and just go, okay, they're just shitty things that'll die soon, and they're not what I didn't bring anything home, luckily.
Yeah. Ava looked at online at what bed bugs look like, and she's like, the head's the same. And I'm like, all right, it might be. But even I'm like, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm asking for
next time, send it to me so I can confirm it.
You know what? I don't know why I didn't do that. Because I was gonna get a new room anyway.
I get that, but for just to confirm with me would be the best thing to do.
You know what? Honestly, I think I thought in my head to do that, and I just forgot.
I mean, I don't profess to be a fucking,
No, I trust you on that.
Yeah, especially on those.
Very small amount of things I would trust Raymond on, but is it a bed bug? I would treat him on that. Even before you worked in the business, I would trust you in that.
Luckily, my dad never brought those fuckers home. Even and they weren't as prolific back then. When I started was when all of a sudden the infestation it just went out the fucking door. Absolutely wild, the amount of bed bugs that exploded in this state post 2014. Nuts. Crazy, Timothy. Crazy.
I told you we had them probably, I don't know how many years ago, 7, 8 maybe now.
Yeah.
And we got lucky because we just did what the internet told us to do, and we ended up getting rid of them. So we kind of got lucky that they kind of went away.
Yeah, you got very lucky to listen to the internet when you shouldn't on that. Like that's
well, no, it was like wrap your shit, get the hair dryer out, and all that shit.
yeah, those can work if you catch it early.
House full of vinegar for a good month. Really, vinegar doesn't work.
I was about to say, like, fucking, what are you, Terry McNeely? Apple cider vinegar will kill everything, bro.
That's what the internet said. Vinegar or rubbing alcohol or something. I don't know. I think vinegar.
Rubbing alcohol will because it dries them out. 91, but anything above like 91, I think, or 92.
Maybe it was the rubbing alcohol I was thinking of because the whole house smelled like rubbing alcohol.
Thank you guys, by the way, for being here. Make sure to, wherever you're watching this, give us a like, share, subscribe. I do want to talk about the main card because I did see the main card for UFC Mexico.
Yeah, I watched it at the hotel. Brought my Roku. Watched the guards for a while.
How about
we ate? Man, did I tell you about that restaurant I was excited to go to across the street from our hotel? That we ended up not going because my niece is like, "Oh, is there Olive Garden anywhere close?" And I looked it up, and there was one 10 minutes away. So we ended up at Olive Garden, which I mean, I haven't been to Olive Garden in over a decade.
That's funny.
The one thing I will say that my shrimp pasta had a lot of shrimp on it, so I will say that I didn't get skimped on the shrimp.
Good.
Other than that, it was just fine. My niece and my mother thought their food was amazing. I thought mine was fine. I kept thinking about that place. I mean, that's an area because I don't know, the Youngstown mob. I don't know. There's a lot of standalone, family-owned Italian restaurants up there that are
really good restaurants.
Yeah, they're supposed to be fire, but we ended up at Olive Garden. And I was talking about that to one of my niece's coaches because they stayed up there too, and they went to some place called Nicolini, I don't know, something like that. And they said it was amazing. And a girl who was working the door at the tournament was like, "Yeah, no one around here goes to Olive Garden." I'm like, "It wasn't up to me, all right? It was
you guys
it was
did
the 11-year-old
trash option. That's funny.
Well, it wasn't up to me. It was up to the 11-year-old, and she was saying, "Well, we don't have to," but it's where she wanted to go. So I gave up. But the thing is, she would have liked the other places too. She would have liked it more. You can get.
Did she give you the eyes? Did she blink her eyes at you?
No, she didn't have to.
Oh God, I've had that. I dated a girl. Fucking, her niece would do that all the time, and when I watched it, it freaked me out. I'm like, how the fuck do you learn that, bro? You get your way a lot. I didn't get my way a lot.
All girls do it, dude, and some of them do it all the way through until they're 50. They can get away with shit.
You do have a point. There's been many a fucking coog in my life.
Living one day as a hot chick. You're like, this is completely fucking different. This is a different world, 100%. I'm not saying it's all good either, because there's a lot of fucking monsters out there. But I'm just saying.
I've been with them.
No. I'm talking about women have to worry about. There's a lot of a lot of dudes doing shit. A lot of issues there. So it's not all positive, but anyway, but yeah, okay. In conclusion, I I said I had nothing fried. I did have calamari, and their calamari was fried, so that's the only thing I had fried. But
yeah, but calamari's good though, unless
I fucking love calamari in general. I love. I've had some good and bad calamari, but you almost always get calamari if it's on the menu.
Yeah, for sure. As an appetizer, hell yeah, dog.
And usually
throw that on the plate.
Everybody does it differently too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Olive Garden's is
buttholes on the low side.
Sure. Asked my niece if she wanted some. She's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "I don't want to tell you." Why? Because I think it will weird you out if I tell you. Now she ate some. She thought it was fine. She could taste like fish. I'm like, it is fish.
I've had both ends. I mean, I've had Olive Garden calamari, and I've had fucking high-end calamari at steakhouses.
You know who has actually surprisingly solid calamari? Piata.
Yeah.
Like calamari you can put on your shit, and you would like, why is this is like kind of like fast food ish, right? I'm like, why would you get calamari from there? But then people told me it was good, so I tried it. I'm like, yeah, they're right. I was afraid of it at first, but it is good.
Fucking fire. I haven't had piata, but like when you get good calamari in general, like it's fucking, it's good shit. Like I think what was it, Little Italy, and fucking Steve Mers. Shout out to my boy. I love that man. We don't agree on a lot politically, but he's a good friend of mine. I love the fact he believes in chemtrails. He's posted about that a few times back in the day. But I'm not a chemtrail person, but I love people who are. But like, yeah, anytime I hear the words for any city where they have a Little Italy, I immediately like that joke sticks in my head. It's so fucking good.
And it's just a silly, because it's 100% true, and it changes the way you hear those words for the rest of your life. Anyway,
I love that tall Tom Green wannabe for it. Like
the joke, everyone, is just basically that every time you say it, it sounds like someone's playing a piccolo. Little Italy. And it's 100. I don't know how the fuck you know what? Only Steve Mears has the brain to figure that out. Like he's the only one. That's what he's fun. And every time I am at an open mic, like I went to the one in Cleveland that the one at one star, he was there. He's always there.
Yeah. Because it's a Lakewood mic, and it's Squire run, and he got the disciples. So it's good shit, especially Mers. Mers is a great fucking joke writer. I will always fucking thing. And I'm a Bill Squire disciple, even though he probably won't claim me. But,
I think you think he's more sinister than he is.
He's not. Whoa, you're putting words like that's wow.
Not maybe the sinister wasn't the word, but
I wouldn't say. But he was no. Well, Bill. Here's the thing, and I will say this about Bill Squire. If you don't know who Bill Squire is, Bill Squire Comedy, and then also check him out on YouTube. He's got a 24-hour shorts channel running of his comedy. Go check it out. Really fucking great jokes. Really fun, and respect to Bill. Respect.
Bill's awesome.
I'm never gonna say a bad word about Bill Squire, the human being. The man like helped me out through a lot. I'll never say anything bad. Same thing with a bunch of other people that don't like me. It's fine. I'll never say anything bad about you. Why? Because we've had great times together, and I consider them friends. They may not consider me friend, but whatever. Life's a party. Sometimes people leave. It's cool. But go check him out, Bill Squire. But no, I would say benevolent, just because like he did give a lot of us opportunities that we wouldn't have had otherwise. And one of my best sets was in front of Bill. And even he walked up to me and goes, I don't know what you did, but I've never seen you crush like that tonight. And that'll always stick with me as something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that'll always stick with me as a comedian. I will be a Bill Squire guy for the rest of my life.
There was a time for a while back in the day before they took me off my meds that every time I play with Bill, I crushed.
Well, yeah, because he's fucking awesome. I don't like that. It's too bright.
Well, I never say I crushed it often, but basically what I'm trying to say is that it went well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one because I think that was Cody Cooper was hosting.
Cody, I miss Cody.
I miss Cody. I got to text him just to see how he is. And then Dan Brown, I think, was featuring, and Squire was headlining. And I had just broken up with an ex with the girl I had started comedy, like around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And as a comedian, when a breakup happens, you either fucking break the fuck down on stage, or it becomes this like energy that you can harness. That is just so fucking good.
I wanted to talk about it so bad on stage, but I couldn't because everybody knew her. All the comics knew her, and they all took her side. So like I couldn't. So I didn't have the same. It wasn't therapy for me. It was the opposite.
Well, here's the thing. I never talked about her. I just, for some reason, took all of that energy and balled it up into one of, besides which, by the way, go check out Ray Hyclack, completely comedy from the Tricky Tortoise Brewing Company. It's on YouTube right now. Or I'm almost 250 views. I didn't expect that. So make sure to go check me out there. But besides that set, the best set I've ever had was that night. Even Pete, after the show, was like, Ray, you did pretty good tonight. That was when I was like, holy shit, did I make it? Like, did I convince Pete?
I don't know if he ever, and he probably has told me he did, but usually it's like he won't say it; he'll just book you.
Yeah. But that was the first time he ever actually like dadded me as Pete, where it was like, you did pretty good tonight, Hyclack. You did good, and like we drank, had a good time, loved it. Great fucking time, man. That was one of my best sets ever. And there was like maybe 25 people in the audience.
You know my life's falling apart, Ray, because Pete died. All right, I want him back. Can we pet cemetery him?
No. Ain't nothing good come back. Ain't nothing good come down from there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Not worth it. Never worth it.
You motherfucker. He's all like off a little bit. And you're like,
maybe one day I'll go to Lebanon and see him. I doubt it. I doubt it, but it would be a cool trip. It would be a cool trip. But
I would do it. If we got enough people where we were monetized that we could afford that, I would do that.
If I could afford it, I would do it, sure. But it's that's an expensive trip, and I don't know what else you do in Lebanon. I'm sure there's plenty of touristy shit to do.
Probably. I mean, it's a holy land, dude. Like there's so much shit around there. Plus the war that went on in Lebanon that Pete was a part of and fucking Tony was. Like,
yeah, I didn't like to talk about that.
No. But we have evidence.
That was like the untalked about secret, right? It's the open secret, right? Everyone knew, but nobody ever talked about it.
Hallelujah. Let's just say what side Pete was on. And it wasn't the ruling class now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know that until it's probably my first year in comedy. I realized how big of Christians they were, because they always had the Christmas party, and the Christmas party was fucking sweet. I miss the Christmas party so much. The Christmas party was awesome.
I never got invited. I don't think.
Like you were invited though. Like it's one of those things. Like you.
I know, but
I understand. I didn't go every year. I only went when I was working that weekend. Or one time that weekend, Sean Lynch, and somebody. It might have been Corey Chapo, maybe his name was. But anyway, one week. I only went to maybe 3 of them, but yeah, they were always fun. And Nadal had a giant spread, and it was awesome.
That's awesome.
So much fun. And they had so much booze there.
Yeah, I mean, I knew they were thing, and all of a sudden I heard through comedians where it was I did this and this and this, where it was they knew and they could tell the story because they were close to Pete. But yeah, dude. I mean, as soon as I was hallelujah, I'm okay, yeah, you're Ernest Angley up in this bitch. I like it. Let's go. Kids under 25 right now, Google Ernest Angley. You'll have a fucking field day with the fucking amount of content that psychopath had.
I need to get back up there.
Me too.
I think
I need to go down there. You're up. Weekend, I have to go down.
Right. Don's this weekend, right?
Is he?
I think he is. I double check real quick, but I'm pretty
Oh my
sure.
god, I have a voiceover thing on Sunday, so I might do the fucking thing on.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to build a resume so I can start building like, getting jobs and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want to start. I want to get into voiceovers, man. I got to tell you, Tim.
Yeah, Dom this weekend.
None of my bosses watch this show. I'm tired of working. I'm sore. I want to do something for fun that I can get paid for, and voiceovers are perfect for me.
Who doesn't? Why don't you just start an OnlyFans page, dude? You have a handful of fellows that pay you.
I'm actually I told the guy that hooked me up today with the job. It's the same guy that got me the other thing, which I'm hoping comes out this year. Because I want to buy a meta for it or a VR for it, so I can fight myself. But I'm gonna do it on live stream too. I might do it on Bro Plata and Scallyman, both at the same time.
So you both end up dead at the same time.
It's me! Oh my god! I have to tell you, my room was I was infested with bed bugs when I moved in. Like, boom! What'd you say, bitch? I'm excited. I'm in a video game, guys. If you didn't know, I did voiceover for a video game that's coming out soon, but I'm doing something else. But yeah, I want to start getting into like voiceovers and stuff. So that way I can not make money for a little while, and then all of a sudden,
you can just
collect checks.
You can just set your shit up on fucking Fiverr and just fucking say I do voiceovers now, and that's it.
Fiverr and Backstage is what I'm really looking at. Backstage is like
that's casting, right?
Yeah. I want to start looking into their voiceover stuff because no. Sorry, thought I lost some weed.
Dude, I know who does it full time. He lives in Thailand now. He's from here, but he's from New Philly, but he lives in Thailand now. But he does voiceover full time on Fiverr. But like his basic price is $5 for 100 words. So I'm like, how do you? I mean, obviously he's doing more than $100. Also, I mean, it's a really easy $5. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. And he lives over there. Shit's more cheap, like with the dollar still. So,
yeah, it's probably
Thailand. Well, there's only a few reasons why you go to Thailand, and mine would be the kickboxing.
He has an English degree from Kent State, so he went over there to teach English. But now I don't think he teaches anymore. I think he just does that, but he still lives over there. So.
Is his name Andy?
No, dude, he's a guy that got me into comedy too. Dylan Teeter.
Oh, shout out to Dylan Teeter. But yeah, I'm tired. I need to not work anymore. That would be lovely. Just to collect checks for like national fucking Skechers.
Dude,
yeah, I would love that.
I told you, my cousin's wife somehow got a Sheets campaign. She's anyone who goes to use a car wash at Sheets, you'll see my cousin's wife.
I didn't even need that gig.
Did shit like that.
I need that kind of gig in my life where like I can collect a check off that. That would be awesome.
I mean, like Sheets headquarters is nowhere near. I'm just curious how that came to be. I'll ask her next time I see her.
Yeah, please do.
Just because I'm curious.
Oh,
that's all.
Before we go into the UFC card, by the way, I sent you. Did you get?
You send me so much. I don't watch all of it.
Okay.
So many
well, no. Did you get the photos I sent you of the card for the GFL?
Oh yeah, I glimpsed at them.
I mean,
listen, I'm just curious what the fights are going to look like. I'm going to watch it, Ray, especially if it's free. I'm going to watch it.
I'm not saying. Well, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see.
Where is this fight, by the way?
L.A. Okay. I believe. Let me look at the things I sent you here. Media. All right, so it's going to be May 24th is day one in Los Angeles, California. It's going to be a 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start.
Okay.
So they're shooting for maybe a
time.
mid card, like an early prelim, then the mid card, and then the main card. I assume
You want the main card to hit about like 7, right? So,
8, 9, something like that. Yeah. I would say.
7.
The way they're doing this is they pick 2 teams. It looks like this is from what I've seen. I wish I would have uploaded these, but these are just email screenshots. They take 2 teams, put them together against 2 fighters. So it's going to be the first 2 fights on this card. Day 1 is going to be on the main card. Miami versus Dubai. That's your first 2. Alexa Connors versus Kat Zingano. And then this is going to be a sleeper fight. I think, honestly, you look at a fight like this on paper, this makes sense. And it's Marlon Moraes versus Ray Borg. And these are the Miami versus Dubai fights.
You can tell me that does that fight not happen before? Have they not fought? Let me look.
I don't know if it's happened before or not.
Oh, look. Give me a second. I'm looking.
Absolutely.
I'm on it.
I mean, Kat Zingano opening the main card. Looks like.
Ray Borg's only 31 years old.
Yeah, he's a young man. Like he really is.
5 in the UFC. Interesting.
How about the fact also that
it doesn't look like they have. So yeah, this will
this is a dream match. I mean, at bantamweight, this is at 135, 136 or whatever it is.
But that's a good fight, sure. Now some of these people, I wonder how much they have left in the tank, but Ray Borg can still fight. And Moraes is probably was he 38? Let me guess. I'm just guessing. He is 36. Okay, so yeah, they both got fight left in them.
You talk about what they have left in the tank and the second
Holy
2 fights.
Shit, I did not know this. Hold on. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Moraes still. Marlon Moraes has lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in a row.
I might put money on Ray Borg then.
Yeah, he may be done. Like I didn't realize that. Even there, he went to the PFL and he couldn't beat anybody. Yeah, I did not know this. And he got finished. He's got finished by his last 3. Wow, maybe he shouldn't be fighting. I did not realize Marlon Moraes' career to that kind of dive.
Well, this might be the last fight, and that's why they have so many alternates and shit.
He lost 4 in a row in the UFC before they cut him, and then he went and lost 3 in a row in PFL. He lost 7 in a row, and he got finished in all of them. He's been finished 7 times in a row. So it might be one of those things that once he got wheel kicked by Corey Sandhagen, he may have been done.
That might have been the Ferguson moment.
I did not realize this. He's been finished in 7 straight fights, one of which got into the 3rd round. 1.
Oh my God.
Wow. I did not know this. So you got to figure that
7 in his last 7 fights, and he's been finished in every single one.
Got into the 3rd round 1 time.
Put your money on Ray Borg, baby. Shit. He's like a 1,500. What, Ray Borg's opening at minus 1,500 right now?
At least you'd figure. Man, well, listen, I'll tell you this. I hope Moraes wins, but I haven't been watching his fights, but I have a feeling that if we went back and looked, it wouldn't look real pretty. It might
Probably
be a
not.
Vic situation where, like, why are they letting this fucker fight?
Yeah.
I did not know this. Ooh, man, that's rough.
I did not know that.
I no longer want to watch this fight. I'm a little worried now.
Here's the one that bothers me the most, kind of. The top fight doesn't bother me, but the bottom women's bantamweight fight. I don't know who Julia Budd is off the top of my head, but she is fighting Holly Holm. 2-year-old Holly Holm.
Yeah. I mean, what we all know, Holly Holm.
Woman who can barely speak, by the way.
I know. It's rough.
I saw an interview recently on like a reel of Holly Holm, and
I don't think I can handle seeing it happen to women. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. I don't think I can't handle. I really can't handle seeing it happen to anyone. Like a woman, that's what I'm like. I gotta stop watching this sport, dude. Like this is like that's one where I'm just like, I just can't anymore. Someone like Holly Holm all of a sudden can't is slurring her words. We're like, we gotta figure something out, man. I don't know what,
you could. It's pronounced too. Like it's not just. It's I gotta charge that. But no, yeah, with Holly, it's pronounced. Like it's really pronounced.
Part of me wants to go back and watch Holly Holm interviews from like 10 years apart.
Oh, don't do that. It'll break your heart. Don't do that.
It will. But then it will make, I don't know, maybe by the end of this year, I'm going to be protesting this sport.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the thing where Jack what did he say his name? Della
Maddalena?
Yeah. Is crowdfunding so he can get to his title fight?
Okay.
Ray, what
he hasn't been making a lot of money. I get it.
What world is that okay?
MMA, baby. Have you seen the fucking pay?
It's not okay.
Dana's boxing organization.
Do they get paid? Is it not voluntary? They get a tight.
I'm surprised Sheik Ali, whatever the fuck, or Turkey Sheikh or whatever the fuck his name is, isn't stepping in
what?
and going.
Is there a guy named Turkey Sheikh?
Turkey Ali Sheikh. Yeah, he's like
Turkey Sheikh. This sounds like a new promo item at Arby's.
He's like the Riyadh, Saudi Arabia sports minister. He's been in a few big fights in the crowd, like, and they've shown him His Excellency. I don't want to get beheaded, but like
sounds like a line dance at what you do at a wedding.
It does. Do the Turkey Ali Sheikh. Hey.
I'm hearing it in my head, and it's very racist in my head. Just like that flute.
Like the snake charmer flute.
A little bit, but it still bangs, dude. It's still a banger.
It's still a banger.
The Turkey Shake.
I was going to say you have to have like a good beat behind it. I think it would sell it.
Sounds a little bit like
animatronic or like
Sam
Cobra
Smith song. Unholy. So it's a little bit like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The one that doesn't bother me, by the way, for New York versus London, is Pettis versus Benson Henderson again.
Oh my gosh! Again? Stop it!
Again!
Stop it! Those guys. I mean, you're not going to be able to say either of their names when you talk about their career and not say the other one's name. What is this? The 5th time they fought?
Yeah, it's like the 17th, I think. I mean, this is a lot. It's a lot.
I only want to see them fight again if they do a slap fight. That's what I want. The last time they ever fight should be they're in their 60s and they're doing a slap fight.
The Sao Paulo versus LA matchups are the co-main and main, by the way, for this. Chad Mendes versus Makey Linhares. I'm gonna say Linhares. And then Uriah Faber makes his return against Henan Barao.
That happened before, right? Yeah,
I think it did. I'm looking it up right now for you.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, didn't he fought him when he won like 29 in a row or some shit? Like Henan Barao was unbeatable when he fought him last.
Yeah, knocked him out in the first round. UFC 169. Nice.
I can't get enough of these Yankees memes, dude. They're
I do want to talk to you about these bats.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ready.
Because
I'm gonna do it.
I'm bothered by them on a level.
I'm gonna do it in the calmest possible way. Let me know when you want me to go.
Let me give my opinion to you. because I've watched multiple videos. I've just to understand exactly what's going on, why these bats mean so much, what's the problem, and then when you see them, the label is the sweet spot. Okay, that's always sort of on like a wood bat. It's usually label and like in between, like it's a margin.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Major League Baseball says these are legal is fucking insane to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So, first of all, the first thing I want to say is that the Yankees and anyone else who has these bats, right now it's just Yankees, but a couple other guys have boxing.
Johnny Smith, we're looking at you, motherfucker. You're probably not here right now, but fuck your team for fucking having these goddamn things.
Hold on.
Fuck your mom.
They're not, I gotta say this. They're technically not doing anything wrong. They're not cheating, technically. Technically, they're not. This is not an Astro situation. This is not a steroid situation.
No.
They're not doing it. But what it is my first thought was like, this is like a racing, like any automobile racing. Someone figures something out to do to the car that technically is not outside of the rules because no one ever really thought anyone would do it. So it doesn't specifically say you can't do it in the rules. So somebody's doing something and now their car's faster than everybody else. And now the governing body of the racing, whether it being NASCAR, F1, or whoever the fuck governs cigarette boat racing or whatever the hell, they're like, we have two choices. Either we let this be the new norm and let everyone's got to scramble to figure out how to do this, or we just nip it in the bud and be like, we're just not going to let this be a thing anymore. Congratulations for you guys. For a while, you figured something out, but now we got to create a new rule. You didn't do anything wrong, but we got to fix shit. We got to make everything's even keel again. And that happens all the time in racing. And what you have now is the same shit happening in Major League Baseball. What I really don't like is I don't like any equipment that makes a not good player a good player just from the equipment. I fucking hate that.
I hate it.
Right. And now when my friend Alan discussed this to me, it was like arguing with
what was Alan's fucking stupid idea on this?
Well,
I'm gonna already think it's dumb.
Basically, he said, he's like, it's sports. You always evolve. I'm like, yeah, physically, not equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, pitchers figuring out how to throw harder through their workouts and shit and how to get spin on balls through their workouts is evolving, right? Putting sticky shit on your hands is not evolving. That's cheating. Okay. That's also different because just like I said, what they're doing currently isn't cheating, but that's different. When it becomes an equipment issue, then it's so Major League Baseball has two choices. Either everyone uses torpedo bats and games, very possibly, and it's too early to tell, but I don't want the average score of a game to be 12-11. I don't want that. Some people do, but not me. Please don't ruin baseball. Don't take baseball from me, please. And that's what which it seems like you're trying to do. So what they need to do is they need to fix this very quickly. Do I think they will quickly? I don't think they will quickly. I think it's going to have to be a real problem first.
But the Yankees are going to win the World Series off of fucking torpedo bats. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I get it. But if these torpedo bats are allowed to be used, fuck that, man.
Well, everyone's
going to
win
the World Series.
By All-Star break, everyone's going to have them, right? And some people are like, well, that's fine. This is how it is now. No, you're completely changing the game. You know what? It's crazy. The last 3 days, Dave Portnoy has said something I agree with twice. Two different things. And this is one of them. One of them was sports, one of them wasn't sports. The other one was that someone needs to get fired over the whole, we accidentally put the editor of the Atlantic in our war chat.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that, too. Some head has to roll.
Yeah, the fact that they're just going to let that slide isn't ridiculous. I would have said they 100. If you think I wouldn't have said it last administration, you're wrong. I 100% would have. That's ridiculous. I don't give a fuck who it is. Someone needs to roll. Anyway, but with this, you can't have. Listen, all baseball is pitchers not just strike guys out, but they've got to miss barrels. But if you're getting to the point where you literally can't miss a barrel, you completely change the game. It's a completely different game. And I honestly think that people who think that they're not real baseball fans, I know there's going to be some that think that, and I don't want to tell it to people because they're going to be mad at me, but you want something else. You want banana ball, and that's fine because banana ball exists. Go watch banana ball.
Well,
And
what
if I tell somebody when they have that opinion that they're not a real baseball fan, they're going to get mad at me. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not ever. That's not always. Okay, I take it back. I do always take it back. That doesn't mean you're not a real baseball fan, but I do think you're very wrong.
What bothers me about this the most is
hold on real quick. Just one sentence. I can't see very many of the people who've been watching baseball for decades, especially the old heads, thinking anything other than this is negative. I can't see it. And I don't think it's happening. Go ahead.
I didn't think it was real at first. I thought people were like playing like it was a meme because maybe the Yankees were like doing so bad. Like I didn't realize this was an actual thing until I watched some YouTube reels and some YouTube shorts and reels and shit talking about this exact thing. And when I saw it in motion and then realized what it was, my first thought was, oh shit, if these become a thing, I can now become a Major League Baseball player.
I don't know. I don't think it's
I could hit fucking for average, get a single every fucking, every other at bat.
Right.
And then fucking
right.
And be a star.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, that's not how it should be. Like that.
I don't think
should
it's
stay the way it is.
Not that extreme. But any piece of equipment that turns a average hitter into a really good hitter should not be allowed.
No.
You should not become average at best to pretty good just by changing your bat. That should never fucking happen at any level. And if it does, that's a real fucking problem.
Yeah.
You should not be. So it's ridiculous. Good for the guy who came up with it. All he did was just trying to help teams win and make some money, and he's doing that. But Major League Baseball needs to nip this in the bud as fast as possible.
And sweet, son.
Now, there isn't many instances of Major League Baseball doing a change like that in the middle of the season, but I think they're going to have to. But the last time they did something like this in the middle of the season wasn't that long ago, but it was different. It's when they put in the rules to inspect pitchers' hands, which they've been doing ever since. But for sticky stuff, the sticky stuff situation got so bad, they had to put a rule in the middle of the year that umpires have to check their hands. And guys couldn't get away with it anymore. So guys' numbers went from here to here. They exploded. Pitchers' numbers, I mean. They exploded. They did not go well. Or they started pitching really shitty because so many guys were using it and so many guys were cheating. It's different because those guys were cheating and they decided they wanted to stop guys from cheating. They're technically not cheating, but like I said, it's just like racing. I would look to see what racing does in these situations, and it's probably happened multiple times in the history of F1 and NASCAR and whatever other kind of automobile racing that somebody figures something out, and you have a choice. You're like, do you wanted this to be the new norm and everyone scrambling to figure out how to do this, or do you want things to be the way they were the year before? And I think it's easier to just be like, no, we're just not going to listen. Good for you. You figured it out. You got a couple of wins and home runs or whatever out of it. Good for you. It's not your fault. However, we gotta get rid of these things. So this is not what we intended this game to be. And I think that's absolutely what needs to happen. And I hope to do it quickly. Now, do I think the Yankees are going to keep hitting at the clip they are right now? I don't. The Brewers gave up a bunch of runs last night to whoever they played to. But I do think it is real. Also, people were saying, well, they're not brand new. A couple guys used them last year. Giancarlo Stanton used it in the playoffs last year, and I saw him hit a fucking nuke off one of the best pitchers in baseball with it. I didn't realize he had it then, but I was in the building when he hit that home run off of Class A. And he was using a torpedo bat, and he had a fucking monster postseason. And he's a guy whose numbers have been going down for years, but last year he had an up year finally. Would he have had it? Would he have had it without the bat? But the thing is, we don't know, do we? I don't want baseball to change, and this would change baseball way too much.
Yeah, it would become softball.
It would become softball, and the pitchers don't deserve it. Also, you don't think about this, but bigger sweet spot, more balls coming off the someone's going to get killed.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone's going to get killed. Like someone's literally going to get injured from these. That's the reason why they eventually have toned down aluminum bats or composite bats in amateur softball and baseball. Like they can make better bats than any league will let you use. They can be made, like there are hotter bats that can be made, but they're all illegal because someone had to put a governor on this thing and saying someone's going to die if we let high school kids swing these bats like they did in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like the bats 20 years ago were way hotter than the bats now in high school baseball and softball and college especially. They were way hotter. But they're like, this is ridiculous. So they had, they put regulations in. They were like, okay, listen, you can have really good bats, but you can't have a barrel over this side. You can't use it. You have to use this, or it's illegal. And a lot of that was because literally people died, getting hit by line drives at 100 at a clip of 120 off the bat. So that's another thing too. I mean, you don't think about safety that much in Major League Baseball when it comes to that, but it is also a safety issue. The ball coming off the bat harder, some pitcher is going to get nailed by one of these. That's maybe what needs to happen. They didn't put all the nets up in ballparks until Todd Frazier hit that 2-year-old girl with a line drive. I was watching that game live when it happened, and that was wild because they all stopped and everyone was heartbroken because no one wants that to happen. The next year, all the nets went up, and I'm not against it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I kind of wish they didn't, but I understand it. I just think that it was responsibility of the people, the parents, not to take their kids into foul ball zone, the hard foul ball zone. But whatever, the nets are up. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like not to be cold on that. You gave me a thought, and not to be cold.
Can I finish mine real quick? Just one second.
Yeah.
And that's what I think might have to happen with the torpedo bats. Someone might have to get hit, a pitcher or someone out of line drive, and then be like, these things are hurting people. That might be what has to happen. Anyway, go ahead.
I kind of hope that does happen.
I don't want anyone.
I don't want severe injury, but I want like somewhere that guy gets knocked back 3 feet and everybody's like,
if that happened tonight, I think the bats would be gone next week if that happened tonight. I think it would.
I'm not looking for like shot to the head. I'm looking for like glove, but he fucking gets like, whoa, like.
He might have to hit him. It might have to hit him in the face, right? He may have to break an orbital for the good of baseball.
We're not wishing that on anybody.
No, I did not say that. I said no names.
But
I don't wish that on anyone. I don't. But I'm saying if it happened, I bet they change it. I don't want it to happen though. I really don't want it to happen that way. But I'm saying if it did.
I do want to get, by the way, speaking of things I wish didn't happen, I do want to get to the 25th day 2 of the GFL, but
okay, go ahead.
I do agree that like if you have small children, like the lower deck of a baseball stadium should have come with an age restriction of like 16 and above. Upper deck is like infants to like 11. Then you can possibly move down with a parent kind of thing. But like, yeah, I agree with you on that where you're like, you're in prime zone for shit to go.
When I learned that she was a toddler, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would never take a child into that area.
Who brings a kid that small into the fucking right behind the dugout? You don't know. You don't do that. No. Now you can, but then you don't do that. Now, listen, man. Now is it sounding like I'm blaming the victim? A little bit, but I don't think there's any victim here, really. I don't think it's just you knew it was possible, and you decided to take the risk.
Buyer beware.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and you hope it doesn't happen. And yeah, it definitely sucked. And Todd Frazier hit that ball. He was not happy. He still thinks about it. He says it wasn't his fault at all.
I mean,
it's very unfortunate, but the kid lived. I think she has an eye issue, but last I heard, she's all right.
I'll give a personal anecdote because it involves projectiles at high speed.
If you give us a sex story right now, I am never doing this ever again. Right in her eye. All right. couldn't see straight for a week. All right.
I was gonna say she only saw black out of that eye, and I'm not talking Pornhub.
She was in the splash zone. She knew the risk.
No, I vividly as a child.
Order to wear a poncho. Anyway.
It was like a Gallagher show. I remember as a child vividly dodging hockey pucks because there was no netting whatsoever. Not even forget behind the net, Tim. Forget that. We're talking at practice. We're talking practice. Fucking the warm-up shots at a hockey game ricocheting into the fucking crowd at like, who knows, 60 miles an hour off a slap shot if someone did it.
No nets, arenas, and baseball stadiums really don't work in the age of smartphones. That really was the problem. Now, this little kid didn't have a smartphone on her, but they said all the time people are looking at their phones for a second, and that's enough time for you to get drilled, right? So
yeah,
I get it. And listen, I watch a lot of games through the nets, and I don't have a problem with it. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. It's the new norm. I rather sit behind home plate or in that area and go through the net than sit in the upper deck. I rather look through the net. It's not that big a deal.
Now I'll say this when you're talking about nets. When they put them behind the nets in hockey, I got kind of sad. I understood when the chick got fucking smashed in Columbus why they put it on the sides. I got that. Never got behind the net because it can be a ricochet and flip into the fucking thing and be fine.
She died, didn't she?
Yeah, that's why they put them on the sides.
Okay. And that is one of those things, though. You're like, if they would have done this 2 days ago, she'd still be alive. And you think, well, I can't really complain about that. I can't really argue with that, right? Like you can't really argue with.
It's the one that made me think, like, yeah, we should have nets on the sides for sure, for hockey, hell yeah, dog. But like for fucking baseball on the sides, that should be an age restricted fucking area where it's like 16-year-olds
in Japan
who can take it to the head, you know.
In Japan, I don't know if they still do this, but those areas like down the line, no net, they call it excitement seats. They give everybody a helmet and a glove. That's amazing. Yeah, you sit there, you put your helmet on, you put your glove on, and you pay extra for it. I'm like, why can't we do that? That's awesome. That's sweet. There's another point I was going to make too. I don't know. I think it's there's some minor league parks. I think Columbus does. They have nets in the outfield.
Yeah, that's Blurns ball to me.
That's ridiculous to me out there. I mean, if you're getting blindsided by a home run, that's a problem. That's really on you, honestly.
You were looking at your phone at that point.
Yeah, and if it's you say, well, what if it's a kid? Well, it's the job of the adults to protect a kid, you know. So
yeah,
if it's a home, I've never really seen anyone get blindsided by a home run ball.
No,
it may have happened. I don't know because usually there's so many people trying to catch it that you know. And so but the lines. I mean, you're talking that. I mean, I don't know if they knew for sure, but that ball Todd Frazier who hit that 2-year-old girl was going over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
you know, the fact that she lived is a miracle. Because if you told me that a girl got hit by 100-mile-per-hour baseball in the head at 2 years old, I would tell you she's probably not alive anymore. I don't know why Ray left. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, but the Nets are up now, and they probably should be. They should be. And there's a part of me that is a little disappointed. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want anyone hurt. You know, so. Man, it is what it is. I just thought it was strange that people would take young kids and put them in that situation to begin with. But, and what's crazy is Major League Baseball is never liable for any of that because when you buy a ticket, you're essentially a fine print. You know, when you buy a ticket.
Sorry, I had a Jimmy Dean sausage top with an egg, and I was like, I want to eat you, and then.
So now you can't breathe?
Maybe. Not you though. I can actually breathe from eating. There was a point, dude, where like I got up to like 240, where it was bad. Like I like stuff that I could eat, I couldn't eat anymore.
Up to me at 340. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I don't ever want to be that big again. I actually just like a sign from above Comer. I messaged him when I was like drunk when my mom was doing the whole thing last week when we did the Tuesday show.
Mm-hmm.
Texted him kind of just to like, friends, and he got back to me finally. But like, I mean, I took that as kind of a sign I need to get my ass to fucking rev, dude. Or I need to get down to like 185. I need to just be kind of nimble again.
Get down to fucking 285, but there's like so much weight.
Go to fucking I'm telling you, just go run on the treadmill.
Give me $50 a month and I'll go to 250, right? Geez, it's fucking expensive.
We have a tip jar on our YouTube page. If you aren't familiar with it, give us a subscribe with the notifications on. You fucking animals.
I don't see any donations today, but I do see a coupon for 50% off menu price pizzas at Domino's. So I'm gonna get some Domino's instead.
I like it. And then you just go to 48. Route 250.
Probably end up at Planet Fitness, although I owe Planet Fitness money, so I'm not real sure.
Yeah, don't go to a place where you don't have to fucking put up collateral for a goddamn
Moreno
membership.
looked really, really good, dude. I was sitting in my hotel bed with my bed bugs, and he looked fucking great.
I'll bring it up because I do want to talk about this fight. I watched it.
Change subject
yesterday.
faster than you change subjects when Marco Cardano talked shit about Tony. I watched that video again. Man, you were having no part of that, dude. I look back and I'm like, dude, I'm actually pissed because I really wanted to have a good conversation about that. And you change subjects hard, fast. No one can dare talk bad about
Ari Matty is God.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I look back, I'm like, why he just want to have this fucking
I
conversation?
don't remember that. To be honest,
I mean, it may have been you just being drunk and not knowing what was going on.
Yeah,
but
probably.
It really sounded like no one talks bad about Kill Tony on Pro Plata. We're changing the subject. That's how it read.
Although I do agree with him that it's like become kind of like what you have to do to have success in the industry.
They're doing a one on Netflix. It's coming like in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
on Netflix, and like the trailer is just like all clips that we've all seen from Kill Tony already, and I guess they're just doing a live one. How many people you think are going to sign up for that? People are going to be coming from all around the world to try to get in that bucket.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, maybe we should go. Yeah. We won't get picked. Lord Thovin's fucking going. Netflix. Lord Thovin changing his life.
Wouldn't that be hilarious though? Lord Thovin gets picked, and you hear, "Oh, this is a name I've never seen before." I did see the one Kill Tony I did see recently where it was like, "What's the blackest thing about you?" that I sent you. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
It's like I shop at Ross. I'm like, that is the most basic white bitch, black girl thing to do. You shop a dress for less.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, Brandon Moreno absolutely schooled Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg, by the way, 0-3 after going 3-0 in his last 6 UFC fights.
But he's really, really good.
He's amazing.
That's the thing. He's fought really, really good people. But you see Erceg fighting, like he clearly got beat, but he's really fucking good. It's one of those things, though, Clearly, no one's gonna say, "Oh man, he had a bad performance." He didn't. He had a good one. Just Moreno just had a better one. Erceg's really, really good. So yeah, he lost 3 in a row, but no one's saying he's not really good because he is really, really good.
We know I love absolutely flogging already deceased equestrian when I say these kind of things. But Brandon Moreno showed why he has that 2 next to his name, and he's a former, world champion.
What just sucks is there's one guy he can't beat. and you fought him 1,000 times. You think the thing is though, it's going to happen again. You think Pettis and Henderson fought a lot? Do Moreno and Pantoja are going to fight till the end of their careers?
That's the beauty of like that's the beauty of like lightweight MMA. Sometimes, like now, is the guys are so much conditioned where they can have these like quadrilogies and fucking septrilogies or whatever the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it because I'm gonna like think back and not remember who won which or like who was better. I'm like, on which night, man? I don't know. But the fights like guys fighting that many times, it's not good for retirement. And when you look back, because you're not gonna remember which fight's which. But in the moment when the fight's happening, it's gonna be a good fight and gonna be a good fight to watch. Now, when you look back on it, you're gonna be like, these guys fight forever. I don't know which one was which. I don't know. These guys fought so many times. Why the fuck did they fight so much? But when they were fighting, you're seeing a really good fight. So yeah, I understand. And I mean, if they don't fight at least one or two more times, I'll be surprised.
I agree. Brandon Moreno. I watched it Sunday night, and he's so fucking good. He's just so weird in his movements. I love every single thing about him. He was a little wild in this fight. I mean, he was going for some like reaching blows against Erceg. But he was connecting. I mean, he wobbled Erceg about 2 or 3 times during this fight. And for Brandon Moreno just to fucking go ham the way he did was gorgeous. Loved it. Ended up on top. Never was really in danger in the grappling. I mean, he was great. He was fucking great.
Johnny, welcome back, buddy. But you missed our conversation about your
bats, bitch.
Your Yankees and their torpedo bats. You missed that.
Fuck your bats, bitch.
I was disappointed in the co-main event only because I love watching Dober have a barn burner. But Manuel Torres was awesome, so you can't. I'm not pissed. Good for him. But Dober didn't know what the fuck happened. That was great.
We've said this moment many times on this show, and like Dober had one of those. Why do I fucking watch this like sport? Watching Drew Dober like get up and get ready for a fucking like another go after just being completely clobbered by a guy way bigger than him, way fucking bigger than him, and it was sad. It was kind of sad.
Johnny, I'll give you a quick recap of what I said about the torpedo bats. I don't like them. I think they should outlaw them. But currently, no one who is using them is cheating. They're not cheating. They're not.
Insane to me that they're not.
It's the same thing with like I said, it's like when things like this happen in racing all the time, where somebody figures something else out, and then the governing body has to decide, do they want it to be the new normal and everyone's going to do it, or they want to go back to the way things are, so they have to ban it. So they have to make a decision. And I think if it gets to the point where everyone's using them, I don't think they want that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I think sooner rather than later, I think they're going to make a decision. Especially more and more. I mean, if by the All-Star break, which I think is when it's going to happen, by the All-Star break, everyone's going to be using them. I don't think they want that. Anything that makes average or below average hitter become a good hitter just by changing your bat is not okay for baseball. No. But again, the Yankees are currently not cheating. They're not doing anything wrong, technically, not yet. But I think that Major League Baseball should get rid of them.
Agreed. I think they should just have the standard bat they've had since, fucking, when was the last bat change in Major League Baseball?
When they started using, was it ash? I don't know. There's some sort of wood they started using, I don't know what.
But yeah, I mean,
if you look at the rule on bats, it's very lax. You can do a whole lot of crazy shit because the rules are not very specific. Yeah, they will be eventually.
De La Cruz uses it. Johnny Smith is defending.
Hey, listen, I didn't say anyone was cheating. I just said that Major League Baseball should not let anyone use them anymore. That's what I'm saying.
There's a standard bat diameter every fucking player has ever used, and nobody's used.
Well,
these
Johnny, we're 4
fucking
games in. You know, we're gonna look at this in mid-season, and if those guys are batting over 300, those guys who are not 300 hitters, they're batting over 300 and hitting home runs they shouldn't be hitting, then yeah, we need to get rid of these things. But we'll see. Maybe it's not as big a deal as we think it is, although I think it is. But we'll see. They can't reverse their decision. Yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
They sure can.
Fucking lootly, they can, dog.
Sure can.
I mean, luckily the NFL did the tush push thing and like tabled that and didn't make a decision on it because I thought that was kind of dumb. But no, yeah, those bats don't need to be used at all.
If you need them to hit, then you shouldn't be in the league.
No,
so, whatever. Hopefully they figure it out and they fix it quick. But I hope it doesn't ruin this whole season.
By the way,
because guys are ordering them all, and they don't want that to be the new norm. I know they don't want it to be the new norm. Anyway, keep going. What?
This gentleman on the right of our screen right here scares the living shit out of me. Okay.
The guy on the left made me a coffee the other day.
He did. You yelled at him for not giving you extra sugar, you fuck. How dare
John,
you?
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Because it's not. Never mind. Not worth
I love watching a fucking NY defend his own fucking team. It's like, come on, dude. Like
nothing to do at all with who it is. Now, I mean, some people maybe, not me. I don't give a fuck because it's going to be everybody pretty soon. They just happen to be first, and that's not the point to me at all. I don't give a fuck.
But anyway, yeah, this guy fucking scares the living shit out of me because, like, his hands, he's big, he's like lanky as shit, and he got that submission victory by just squeezing down. It was beautiful to watch him fucking. I watched this fight today, actually, rear naked choke, with Charez, I think. Yeah, Charez.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with Bert Vergara. You don't put turmeric in an espresso, you piece of shit.
Said fucking four sprays of foam. What the fuck are you doing, man? Mm-hmm. Again, we talked about Raul Rosas Jr. Just being a savage.
That kid grow a beard yet? Because he needs a beard.
No, he's not going to be able. He's going to grow a dirt stash.
Listen, I can't grow a beard either, so I get it. But like, he needs somebody. Let's pay for him. Let's donate money to he can get that surgery. We're gonna put like the. I need that.
I'm down.
They would take my fucking double chin. They take this skin here and they would put it here. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of want it.
By the way, I do appreciate what.
So I'm not saying I'm gonna have it done because I probably won't, and it's expensive. I can't afford it. I have to pay for real medical procedures, but I have to be able to grow a beard.
Help us get to 3,000 views, 3,000 views and 500 subscribers by December. July, I want 450. Help us do that, and then we can get Tim beard injections.
Injections. They would take this and put it here.
They would take what?
This.
Like, they would take actual hair, and it's like
they would take the I don't know, skin, that part of the double chin, and put it here. So it could grow, because I can grow it here, but I can't grow. So they would move it here. I'm not saying I would actually have it done. Johnny, you know who's Yankees haters? Everyone but Yankees fans are Yankees haters.
Yeah, again, dude.
You know what? It doesn't matter how many times I say it. You won't believe me. But I don't care who it is. I don't think anyone should be using them. I don't care if Jose Ramirez was using the bat. I'd be like, use a different bat, Jose.
Dude, if Jose Altuve was using that bat, I'd go, fuck you. Take them out of the goddamn
I'm
league.
surprised he isn't, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I'm really shocked he hasn't started using that bat. If he starts using that bat, we need to immediately stop that from being Jose Altuve doing. Like, I'll let Aaron Judge use it. I don't give a fuck. That boy is big and can hit home runs on his own and has done it and proven it.
Using it. Giancarlo Stanton is. He used it in the playoffs last year, and I saw him hit a home run after one of the best pitchers in baseball. It's fun to know he wouldn't have hit that home run if he was using a normal bat. Not necessarily true, but probably true.
And thank you, Johnny Smith, also for saying that you like and share. We do appreciate that as always.
That's all we actually care about.
Yes, the help the algorithm find us. Our X viewers as well. Thank you guys for being here. We actually have X viewers. I'm surprised, very shocked by that, but happy. Thank you for being here. But Tim, I do want to talk about day 2 of the LA thing before we continue with GFL? Any UFC stuff, GFL stuff. Okay. Because the main event bothers me the most, but let's just go up the whole card. Luis Gilsman versus Abu Nurmagomedov. Abu's going to win that.
Okay.
Paige Van Zandt coming in LA, doing her thing, versus Randy Field. Don't know Randy Field, really?
Great name.
Great name for an MMA fighter.
Yeah, it's a female MMA fighter, Randy Field. I like that.
Those are
that's no. There was a cornfield that a bunch of kids used to hang out in when I was in high school. And that's where they would all bone each other off the beaten path, so no one would find out, and that's what we called it.
The repressed memories of Randy Field.
Mm-hmm. GFL, they all do roids. You know what, Johnny? You're just saying that because you're a hater. You're just saying that. All you want to do is hate. That's all you do. Yeah. You're just a hater. You're just jealous. You're just jealous of the GFL. You're all haters. See how dumb it sounds?
Yes, X viewers. I'm actually shocked myself. We have X viewers.
I think they're fake. Ray paid for them.
No, I wouldn't pay for views.
You know what? I feel like because you bought the blue check mark, which I don't know why that was necessary, but because you did that,
I wanted to experiment with whatever was with the podcast more than anything.
Paul Skeens uses butt oil in his glove. Listen, if it's his girlfriend's oil, butt oil, then it's completely fine. You have extra.
That's how he gets an extra 3 to 4 inches on his curveball.
Yeah, Bardol Vagisil. Yeah.
You trying to tell him? Oh wait, nope, I can't do it. I already have I have the sound. I have to play it. Where? Nope. Up there it is. This is Paul Skeens in the locker room.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Greatest line in the history of cinema. But when you got that blue check mark, I think they're just giving us pretend viewers, so we keep giving them money.
I'm okay with it. I mean, again, our fucking a lot of posts.
It's okay with being lied to as long as he never finds out. What?
We've gotten followed by the Cleveland Sports Time or whatever the hell that is. They've got people.
The what? Not the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. They need MMA consultants.
Us.
They don't need both of us, Ray.
Yes, they do.
So they have to choose.
No. Well, they'll choose me because they see the potential. They see the guy who has the hottest MMA takes ever. I have great NCAA takes, especially my pick 2. Wasn't even my first pick, by the way. No, those are by the way, those are Miami versus Dubai, and then we have 2 New York versus Londons. Alan Belcher versus Stuart Austin.
Did he ever get that tattoo fixed? Or does he still have the Johnny Cash King Jamil tattoo?
Hold on. Alan Belcher tattoo. There it is. No, he still has it looks like. Yeah, he still has it. does. Yeah, he still has it. So we will see.
At this point, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of iconic at this point,
That's his Folsom Prison. Is that tattoo?
Best thing about it is everyone that sees it has the exact same reaction, and that's soon.
I'm excited because I actually want to. I'm gonna live stream whatever fucking place we can live stream this from. Live. I'm gonna do a reaction for day 1 and day 2 of GFL just because I want to see what this is like. I have to see what this is like.
Yeah, but look, where do we watch these?
They haven't announced that yet, Tim.
But then maybe we can't watch it, right? I'm not paying for it.
I will pay a subscription fee.
I will say this though. Luckily, the Guardians did reach a deal with Spectrum Cable to show their games this year. So they did that Thursday morning, the night of the morning of the opener.
Of course they did.
So I did not buy the subscription because I was waiting. So luckily I didn't spend $100 and found out I was already paying for them. It's going to be a train wreck. I know. Why? Why do you automatically? I mean, I think the fights will be just fine.
I think I agree with Johnny on presentation. I don't think this is going to be the most high-end presentation in the world. I will be sending an email after this first thing with questions that I want answered if there are problems. Whatever streaming service picks this up, good for them for dipping their toe into the MMA world, because the other New York versus London match, this one's gonna be on paper, this sounds amazing. Tim,
I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No. I wanted to say your name when I said that. At light heavyweight, Alexander Gustafsson versus Ovens St. Preux.
That's happened before, right?
I do not know.
I'll look. I got you.
All right.
Fucking learn how to spell Alexander Gustafsson.
Gusta.
Oh, St. Preux.
Has this happened before?
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. St. Preux. Gustafsson.
Or is this a dream match?
Uh-oh, there's an ad. There's an ad on Tapology that's ruining everything. I don't know how to get rid of this ad.
Oh, no. Is there an X at the top of the screen?
I got past it. It's fine. It was very difficult, though. Okay.
Are you stressed?
I'm always fucking stressed, dude. It doesn't look like they did. That's crazy. Really?
That's wild. They never crossed paths in the UFC, but they're gonna do it in front of fucking Robin Black and Goldie. I'm telling you, this should have happened in the UFC, but Dana doesn't know what he's doing.
Dude, it doesn't look like they did. That's nuts. I'm surprised. Huh.
Interesting.
We're talking about guys who, St. Preux's 41, bro. Do you need to be fighting still? And Gus is 38.
And then it's hold on, Lima Lee McFarlane versus Vivian Pereira. That's the Sao Paulo versus LA match on this. And then Sao Paulo versus LA again. Uriah Hall versus Douglas Lima.
That should be good.
That again, another on paper match you want to see. Like GFL kind of lucked in. I would love to see what the Brinks truck looked like when they backed up the fucking thing to everybody's house for some of these dream matches. Because Douglas Lima, former PFL world champion and Bellator.
I don't think it's their guarantees that are that big, right? I think it's just their the way their contracts are structured. That if they make money, GFL makes money, they make money.
Yeah.
right?
It's
And-
50%
yeah,
towards.
and most the UFC doesn't do that for anyone other than title fights. So that would probably do it.
I feel like though the main event, which is Los Angeles versus New York, if it happens, your main event is Tony Ferguson versus Dylan Dennis.
That's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the California Athletic Commission is going to let
You know what?
Tony Ferguson fight.
I really do want GFL to succeed because that's good for fighters in general. But I do kind of want this to be a disaster. I kind of want Dylan Dennis to just to beat him so bad that we're just like, well, whose idea was this?
Yeah. I don't want any harm done to T Ferg. I mean, I love Tony Ferguson with all my heart. He's given me some of the greatest fights of my life as a mixed martial arts fan. But you're done, man. You're fucking done. You're done. What are you doing, Tony Ferguson? Why are you doing this? We loved you. You were top of the fucking charts. And then you ran into Justin Gaethje.
Well, because he's been hitting the head too much, and I was making bad decisions. I don't know, man. Or maybe he would have anyway. I don't know. Or maybe it's Goggins.
Probably
he can do more than he can. I don't know, man. Either way, I wish he wouldn't fight anymore. Only person I want to see Ferguson fight is James Vick.
Yes, with pillows only. Pillow Fighting League.
Sock and boppers.
Ooh,
Did you have those? Just like you and your brother had those?
I did not, but I knew kids who did, and we fought.
What?
I knew kids who did have sock and boppers, and we would throw hands, and Tim, I don't know if this is obvious to you, but it's obvious to me looking back at my life now. I was that kid that, hey, cousin Mike's showing up.
Mike's here.
Buddy.
Mike, I'm supposed to be out there right now. My car had a issue. I was supposed to be there now. I would have been probably texting you this week and telling you that I was around, but I don't know. Maybe soon when I get this crap figured out with my car. And hopefully if I stop feeling like I'm going to die every 3 seconds. So I don't know what the hell's going on with me there, but there.
Yeah, Mike, talk him off ledges. That's
not that kind of dying. I don't want to die.
It is. You never know.
I don't want to die.
Maybe you need like a talking down from your creed, hold me now, or fucking one last breath feeling.
If I wanted to die, I wouldn't have went to the hospital, Ray.
Yeah, but they cleared you.
Yeah, that doesn't mean nothing's wrong.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. They didn't give me an echo there. They don't do those kind of tests. It just
okay.
All it meant is that I wasn't having a heart attack. I wasn't having a heart attack. That's all. I wasn't in immediate danger of dying. That's what they figured out. So they didn't clear me. They just tell me I wasn't dying right then, which is good. That was good. I don't want to die. I went there because I thought I was dying. They told me I wasn't dying.
Tim.
Has syphilis made it to his brain? It's getting
Possibly.
close. It's getting close. Maybe that's what it is, dude. If I had an STD this whole time, which is weird because it's been a minute since I got it from my toilet.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if you did? I would laugh if you had syphilis and you were just like Al Capone level fucking crazy.
You know what's nuts? I looked up the symptoms of syphilis, and I actually have some of the symptoms. But I would have had it for like
Does
a
it
decade.
burn when you pee?
No, but some of them I do. Some of the ones that stay dormant and shit. But that means I would have had it for like a decade, which is possible, right? I mean, it is possible. I mean,
Just get an STD check, Tim. What if your whole life has just been syphilis and you haven't been cured of it?
Maybe, but like I said, I would have had it for like a decade. I would have had it for a decade. I mean, I don't know if Listen,
What?
hold on. How did they check that? Is it a blood test? Because if they did, they've given me every blood test under the sun, so they probably checked it already.
I
They've also
don't
checked-
know.
They have
Hold-
checked me
let me.
for- They have checked me for HIV and AIDS. They did that to me because they checked me for everything because they didn't know what the hell's going on with me. So they checked me for everything.
How long ago was this?
But
How long ago?
a couple years ago, they gave me every blood test under the sun.
Syphilis test. This is according to. Wait, before I even look. Everly, well, I don't trust you. I don't know. I'm not. No, fuck off, dude. Rapid test. Venereal disease research lab VDRL test.
Mike, I'd like to thank you for driving us to this point. This is how you steer the conversation, Mike, straight to syphilis. Thank you.
So blood test.
All right, there's no way they didn't do it already then.
Fluid or tissue sample. But again, dormant. You never know. Never know.
Well, can't they find it even if it's dormant?
What if that's your house moment? Like you're fucking like
Man, I hope not, dude. It's been syphilis this whole
some
time.
fucking doctor with a cane was like, you've had syphilis for the last 10 years.
Well, thanks, guys. Now I have something else to have a panic attack over. Fuck. Thank you. Damn it. Now I think I have fucking syphilis.
You don't have syphilis. But it would be funny if you did. That would be that like that. Just you get cured of that, and all of a sudden you're like a fucking Rhodes Scholar.
We call yeah right. That's what's been doing it to me. Well, I mean they can't
figure out the algorithm.
You get brain damage from syphilis. You can't reverse it. It's brain damage. But
well, that explains why you're a liberal. Hey,
good night, everybody. Fuck, enough of you.
But yeah, brain damage, syphilis.
I fucking hate you guys because now I think of how syphilis and that's what fucked me up.
You don't have syphilis.
My brain has been rotting for years. It's probably because of the fucking syphilis. You guys.
I'm with Johnny Smith more than anything. To be honest, I'm with Johnny Smith here. I think it's COVID.
I don't have COVID symptoms.
You can stay long COVID. We've heard about it.
I think it's more likely that I'm having what do you call vaccine syndrome. And I'm the last person that would ever want to admit that unless it was real. And number one, I think it is real. It hasn't, but I think it's happening to a very small amount of people. Now, is it possible that it's happening to me? I have the symptoms. That doesn't mean it's happening, but I have the symptoms.
It's not like you can sue.
Right. And again, it's not like I would be stomping my feet and saying I did the wrong thing.
The one thing I blame the Trump administration for, really.
Fucking fat dude who thought he was going to die from COVID. I was going to get the fucking vaccine. And it's very unfortunate if that is true that I was one of the people that had that reaction. Because there wasn't that.
Vaccine injury is a real thing. Don't take us off YouTube, but like it's.
No, that's true. It's probably going to happen. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's not impossible. Because all this started happening about that same time. That's also a coincidence. They also started getting a fuck ton of weight into. It could be a whole lot of things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Meningitis and syphilis together. I don't know. I just need to get this damn echocardiogram.
Yes, you do. We need to make sure, and then maybe a food allergy test, Tim.
You know what? That's not a bad one either. Although,
what?
Man, it really.
Wouldn't that be the hilarious one where it's like you just need to eat vegan and you're fucking skinny as shit? It's just your depression diet has been
fucking celiac. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think celiac is real, man. I think it's just fucking snowflakes out there, dude. Fucking making shit up, dude. Celiac, fucking gluten. We didn't have gluten allergies back in the day. Going full boomer.
Spinal Tap. Why? I mean, I'm looking forward to the new movie, but like, besides that,
Big bottom.
Stonehenge, where the demons run. I hope that is a real thing, Spinal Tap too, because I'll watch it just for like the look, it's that guy. Like, that's all I'd really be looking for. It's like, the guy's like, can you kick my ass? Like, I want that guy in that movie.
Here you go. Okay,
Mervyn Zisman or something.
What are the odds that there's a cameo from Jelly Roll in the new Spinal Tap movie? I said the odds are about -8 billion. There's no way he's not in that movie. He's in everything now. He's gonna be in it.
I remember. Hold on, I gotta get like the.
Dude, I need to be more quiet. I forgot my mother was asleep and I was yelling earlier.
Damn it, Tim!
I feel bad. I forgot. I just forgot.
I gotta get Jelly Roll's like thing because I've listened to a lot of his shit and tried to like mimic his hip hop. Hold on. I remember listening to Spinal Tap when I was a kid. They were fucking awesome, man. They were fucking great. We would share their
like
records
Donnie
in
Baker.
common. What?
It's like Donnie Baker. I swear to God, I did.
I swear to God, man. I love Jelly Roll, by the way. Jelly Roll, to me, is an American treasure. Like, that boy is purebred country to the fucking bone, but he started in hip hop, and that's how I found him. And then when I fucking saw him starting to do country, I'm like, you motherfucker. How dare you?
I had enough of him. It's not his fault, though. It's not his fault.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, when he had songs like Smoke Beer, where one of the lines was, I told her treat my dick like a breathalyzer. Like, he was the fucking, like, the shit. Like, all those fucking hip hop songs were great. Once he went to country, it just became like, fuck. I hear him everywhere.
He makes me want to gain another 100 pounds.
He needs to lose it. I mean, he hasn't been doing the marathon thing with Bird enough, I guess.
He makes me feel like I need to. That's what. That's when my career's gonna take off. I got to get another hundo.
No, Ralphie, don't be Ralphie May. Like,
I don't think I'd make it there, to be honest with you.
Don't be Ralphie May. I'll kill you at that point. Like, I'll shoot you myself. Like, when you can't walk, I feel like it's.
I feel like I'm
Paul Kevorkian. Like, we're done.
There. I think I'm getting there, to be honest with you.
No.
Dude, I can't sit on a bleacher anymore, dude.
Because you're 5 billion pounds.
I've had
Tim.
Number one, that's incorrect. Number two,
you have your own gravitational pull.
Also incorrect. And what a hack joke. You know what? If we were gonna be hack about it, then this episode's over. Bye,
Male watchers, come and see you, Tim.
It's both sides of the equator.
That one's dumb. I would have never used that one.
Every single one of the ones you said were dumb. And now I forgot what I was going to say.
If you wear high heels, you'll strike oil, Tim.
Forget what I was going to say, and now I'm pissed about it because I had something. Nope, I forget because Ray ruined it. You did it again.
There's something about your weight or something. My joke's about your weight being hack.
I know, but it's before that. I had something to say before you decided to go hack. You decided that your hack jokes were better than what I was going to say, which you were wrong. But...
I love you, buddy.
I don't remember it. I'm pissed.
What were we talking about?
It doesn't matter. Everything's awful.
Baseball, cold showers.
I'd have to. Those are two of my favorite things.
Cold showers.
Cold shower Tuesdays.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I lost my train of thought insulting you for being fat.
Which is, man, no one's ever done that before. You really got me good.
I mean, it's a large target, so why not?
I know I'm only going to refer to you as Ray Hacklack from now on.
Go ahead, baby. Let's go.
That is your name. You should do a new character called Ray Hacklack, and really it's just it's just you. You don't do nothing different.
Yeah. I walk up, I do 5 minutes, and I leave.
It's racing new character.
No money.
Do not pass go.
But yeah, syphilis brain, Tim. You don't have it. Just out of shape and fat. And need anxiety medication.
That's true. Worried enough about just keeping my benefits.
You'll be fine. You really need it. And if they need to prove it, we'll show them this show. And instantly you will get more benefits,
It's
probably.
one of those things that, like, if someone was in my head for 10 seconds, they'd be like, "Oh, my bad." Yeah. We should probably give you a raise, honestly.
It would be like, remember the Looney Tunes thing where it's like, I opened the wrong door. Like, just shut it immediately. Put a bar over the fucking front of it.
Can we be done?
Yeah, we can absolutely be done.
Well,
'Cause, yeah,
the guards are about to start, so they're in where are they? San Diego.
Ah, okay, West Coast game. Nice. Very nice.
You have one of those brain chips. Well, you know what? I don't know. When
Neuralink.
the next company comes out with their version, I'll go with that. I'm not gonna fucking
Or wait till like Neuralink 5 in like 10 years.
I don't want an Elon chip in my brain. Thank you very much. He's gonna be hacking me, making me vote for people I don't want to.
Speaking of Neuralink, thank you to the people that watched us tonight on X. That was unexpected. We didn't get a lot, but more than I was expecting.
Leave a comment. Prove you're real.
Yes, do that.
Prove you're real. Prove you're real.
And we will see you Thursday as Josh Emmett returns to the UFC. And it's at Tim's favorite place, the Apex Center. UFC Vegas 105.
They do fights at the Apex because they don't care about you as fans.
That money, bro. They want that $500 to
they don't care
$2,500 fucking ticket.
They don't give a shit about their fans.
But we appreciate our fans, the people that do watch us. Thank you. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things.
We haven't had one fight in the Apex. Not one.
We haven't?
No, because we care about our fans. So we have 0 fights in the Apex.
I like it. Yeah, no Apex fights for us. We're gonna stay out of that and wait for the Iowa fight. I think that we got a couple things that are gonna be there, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. And as always, see you at the Kumite, fam.
Needs what does it say? Some tequila quences. We do need to bring back tequila quences.
I agree.
Yeah, but Ray's afraid to drink tequila, so he's been. That's the only reason we haven't done it, because Ray decided he doesn't want to drink tequila anymore.
I'm using old tequila as a footrest.
Yeah, so we need to drink it.